In the distant future, the year 2021, one man is trying to escape the dark sector.
Welcome to the second episode of Tales from the Tail. My name is Umba.
Tales from the Tail. We don't have a tail as far as I can see.
Welcome to another episode of Tales from the Table. My name is Umba.
I'm Eitan.
And today we are talking about Escape the Dark Sector. It's a spiritual successor to the first game, which is Escape the Dark Castle. And if you don't believe that I am a fan, which, you know, you should believe that I'm a fan, because I also own the special big box edition with the 3 expansions that came out. And guess what?
I feel like you're a fan of all the board games.
I'm a fan of all the board games. I got pills. This game is already pigeonholing me. You know, I do have impulse control. Escape the Dark Sector is a multi-award winning, easy to learn, cooperative sci-fi storytelling and dice rolling game where you and your friends play as a crew, lost in a hazard-filled space station, trying to find your ship and escape.
And what's your character name?
Lieutenant Cook. His name is...
Swedish?
Right,
Oh.
Cook. Why don't you pick your name first?
Her name is Potato Lightyear Taylor.
Lieutenant Cook is called sous vide.
Sous vide?
Sous vide cook. Sous vide is the machine that allows you to... Am I going to explain to you what a sous vide machine is?
Please do, go ahead.
A sous vide.
The game is very simple to play. You basically flip a card, look at it, read the story, and then you make a choice.
Mm-hmm.
You roll some dice, unless you have combat. This is where the game is different from Escape the Dark Castle. In Escape the Dark Castle, you just roll some dice and hope you win. In this game, you can choose if you want to go into ranged combat, or you can go straight to close range combat. It depends on the weapons you have. But if you go to close range combat, you can't go back to ranged combat.
Do you remember that I had a problem with that?
Yes, you had a problem with that.
Well, logically, I don't understand why.
Yes.
If you make that choice at the beginning, then you have to keep following through.
But it makes thematic sense.
Does it?
Yeah. You shoot someone from far away. When you get close to the creature or whatever.
Right, you
when
can't
you
go
get
back, you can't retreat,
you can't run away. He's next to you, he's on top of you, jumping on top of you. It doesn't make sense to go, oh, wait, just stay there, I'll go far away and shoot you again.
Whatever.
So what was your problem? That I shot everyone from far away before you could
Yeah, but that's the
fight
thing.
them?
You had a preference for that, all right? You have the heart of a sniper. I have the heart of a brawler. That's the
so
thing.
we can do both. We start shooting, then
No,
we
you
move
know, the
in.
problem with that side
I
is
like
the
it.
fact that you have a heart and I have a heart. We have no heart. We are heartless. Heartless. Special credit should be given to Mr. Alex Crispin, I think. Well, I'm a huge fan. From what I gather, he is responsible for the illustrations in this game.
Talented man.
A very talented man. And not only that, he did the original soundtrack. It's so good.
Matches the theme.
It matches the theme. If you're unfamiliar with the style of these games, they are obviously, you know, a stroll down memory lane. It's a love letter to trashy films of the 1980s. I'll give you an example, like Saturn III, Dark Star by John Carpenter. Not just trashy films as well. There's a lot of references to Alien, Terminator, 2001. Graphically, it will remind you of the early illustration, black and white Dungeons and Dragons. It reminds me of Gary Chalk's work in Lone Wolf, the Choose Your Own Adventure books. This guy, you, Mr. Crispin, you're very talented, so credit to you.
Is there anything he hasn't done on this game? Did he deliver it to your home?
Yeah. This has to be at least a trilogy. What's next?
Let's give them ideas.
What?
Let's give them ideas. What's the third
I
title?
think they should go the 80s route. Escape the Dark Chopper!
Escape the dark jungle.
Escape the Dark Jungle.
Escape the dark toilet. Escape the dark.
Do you think that Escape the Dark Toilet?
Escape.
Oh, that reminded me of so many nights in a bar in Camden.
Escape the dark fridge.
No.
Escape the dark cabin. Escape the dark.
Are you gonna stop?
No. Escape the dark bus. Escape the dark kitchen. Escape the dark clown, escape the dark flat, escape the dark box, escape the dark bedroom,
Yeah.
escape the dark frog, escape the dark nose, escape the dark rulebook, escape the dark dice tower, escape the dark tape, escape the dark bottle, escape the dark monkey.
Escape the dark axe.
Full disclosure, we received this game from the publisher. We also received playmats for the game that are not included in the base game. You can buy them separately if you want.
The mats.
These are the mats. Yeah, this
Yes.
is the main playmat.
Yeah, which is neoprene on the back.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care about.
I don't care
playmats.
because
I mean,
it's not
nice.
invasive. It's not huge.
It's nice that it gives you a board basically, because otherwise the game doesn't have a board.
Yeah. Not that you need one, but
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I don't need it to enjoy the game.
No.
It's a fun game as it is
Yeah.
without it.
I think it's time for that special segment that you all love so much. It's just me. It is time for the Umba rhythm. Look at him. He hates it. The point of the matter is, what is my score? Where is this game located within the Umba rhythm?
No one knows.
I give this game a strong 8.5, and that's huge. It is a welcoming experience, and not only that, it's thematic and it's not vanilla. Some of the cards,
It's chocolate.
It's chocolate. It's that cake that you can't stop eating.
It's a dark chocolate.
It's again with this thing. Mechanically, the game is sound. It makes for a great gateway, but I love the look of the game. It's evocative of the things I grew up with. It takes me back to the 80s. Yes, that's how old we are. Are you yawning for real?
It's quick question round.
Okay.
Umba, do you like the game?
Yes.
Who do you recommend it for?
Any group where there's at least a film nerd, a movie nerd, or anyone who's obsessed with fiction of a particular type. You know what those friends are.
Stop.
So.
Third question. What's your favorite color?
Black. What is it? Come on. How do you rate this game?
All right, I am not going to score this game. I don't like scores.
There you go.
But I think it's a pretty nice gateway game. I'm happy to play it with anyone, even if they've never played the game before.
It's easy to teach for you as well.
Very easy to teach. If you like the artwork, you're probably going to love the game. If you don't like the artwork, you won't like it.
Oh my god, I agree with you.
That's
We're agreeing. Don't get used to it because
It's a
this is an
parallel
anomaly.
universe.
Yes. And on that note, until next time.
Goodbye.
Bye. I gotta tell you, the game is pretty hard. It's very likely that in this episode, everybody dies. Important to give some friends a shout out, I think.
Very important.
When I say friends, these guys are. I'm a
You mean
huge
enemies?
No. I'm a huge fan. First of all, they're not like personal friends, but it feels like I've known them for a long time. If you're a fan of the films from the classic films from the 80s, the 90s, I'm talking Predator, I'm talking Escape from New York. These guys will talk for 90 minutes to 2 hours about these films like you would discuss with your friends. It's a really, really funny podcast. They're extremely knowledgeable. The podcast in question is called, in this episode, Everybody Dies. So shout out to you, Ben, Chad, and Kev. This is our way to say thank you because they gave us a shout out. Seek them out in this episode, Everybody Dies. Guys, thanks again for the shout out. We're very, very thankful. We won the first game, didn't we?
We won our first game.
Due to an inordinate amount of cheating, as usual.
Yes, obviously.
Oh!
No.
Yes.
Well, that was on the side.
No, you're on the side because you were on an angle. You were on an angle. Don't touch my dart.
Angle.